Hi, my name is Jonathan Clayhouse. This is my civic outreach project. For this project, the three events I have chosen are a police ride-along, volunteering at Northwest Harvest, and donating blood. First off, the reason I chose a police ride-along was because I had a friend do it last semester for their civic project, and they said it was fun, and they got to be in a car chase, and I thought the chance to experience something like that hands-on would be pretty crazy. I'm a very hands-on learner, so I think learning about law enforcement hands-on would be very beneficial to me. Next up is the Northwest Harvest volunteering. Basically, I've had friends that have done it in the past, and I've also had family friends that have done it through their church. They said it's fun, it's a quick experience that really makes you feel like you're making a change in the community and you're helping people who are hungry. So I think that's really amazing, and I wanted to be a part of that. Lastly, is donating blood. I decided that I would donate blood because I've tried to in the past, but it didn't really work out for me. And the reason it didn't really work out was something was wrong with my blood. They said it was like too thick or something, and it wasn't drawing as much as it wanted. So I decided now I'm gonna try to donate blood again, see how it goes. And I think it's really important to donate blood because I think blood donations get overlooked, especially because we don't realize how big of an impact it has on the community.
Today is April 7th, 2017. Today I'll be going on a ride-along with the Kent Police Department. This will be my first ride-along and really my first experience really being face-to-face with the policemen. So going into this, about to leave soon in a little bit. I'm going in open-minded. I'm hoping to have fun. I think it'll be a good experience, a fun experience, but also a learning one as well. I'm really hoping to see what the impact is and what I get out of this. Personally, I'm not really against the police. I don't hate the police. I don't think they're bad people. I think they're good people with good intentions, just trying to follow the law. And based on what I've learned this year, I'm gonna see if they really know their stuff. So let's get to it. All right, so I've just arrived at the Kent Police Station. Right here we got some cop cars. As you can see, it says Kent Police right there. So I'm about to go in. We're about to find out what's about to go down.
So last night my police ride along went pretty well. Um, it was interesting. So I walked in. They took me to a briefing room. I think is what they called it. And basically, I was sitting there, and there was like the chief or whatever you want to call him. He was kind of in charge. He was in front of everyone talking, and he was kind of briefing everyone. It's like, okay, what do we? Does anyone have anything from last night? What do we know? What do we like? The big time stuff. I was there for a while. Then I went with an officer, uh, with a police officer, Officer Wolcott, and he was a really nice guy. He walked me through what we were gonna do. He basically said that Kent was split up in I think 5 districts, and the district he was going to was he was coming for that night was on Pac Highway or Pacific Highway. It's what you call it, and it's near the border of Federal Way and the Moines and that kind of area. So he said sometimes the police officers they kind of intersect with each other and they help each other out. Kent's actually one of the bigger stations in the area, so we went out, got a couple normal calls, nothing crazy. Stopped some people for no license plate or having their lights not on. And basically, what I got out of it was I got to see hands on what a police officer does in their day, and I think it was pretty crazy because we don't see what we're not always seeing how police officers are keeping our streets safe and away from danger. But the police ride along really let me see how a police officer keeps people safe, whether it was in a grocery store, a man got in a fight with someone else, the police were able to sort that out, and or whether it's at a hotel, a motel, a man was going crazy, he was drunk, and making sure everyone's safe. I think it's nice to know that um, if someone in our community doesn't feel safe, they have a number they can call, and someone will respond to at least check it out and Even if it's something small, they'll still go over there and check it out gladly because they know that's their job and it's what they sign up for. And I think that's pretty amazing. So I think the overall civic impact of going on a police ride along is you really get to see how your law enforcement works on a daily basis to keep you safe without even realizing it. And I think a police ride along really allows you to realize just how safe those people are keeping you and how brave they are. And I think that's amazing. So without the police, we wouldn't be safe. There'd be no enforcement. People would be getting in car accidents without even realizing it. People could get killed, shot, or things like that could happen. I think the overall civic impact is please keep our people safe. And that's what the ride along taught me. Alright, so I just got to Northwest Harvest, April 12th, Wednesday, about to be 1 p.m. I'm going to be here till 3. What I know going in is I'm going to be with food. It's a food bank, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. But I know that Northwest Harvest has a lot of volunteers. Like, often it was pretty hard to find the spot for me to get in, so it seems like they have a lot of volunteers, and it seems like obviously if they have a lot of volunteers, it must be for a good cause and pretty fun or not boring, I should say. So going in, I'm about to see what I'm about to get myself into. Here. So basically what we have here is we have about 3 stations. So the first station is right over there, and they're emptying out the bags of pinto beans and they're placing them into plastic ones, and they bring it to these tables over here. And I'm working on one of these tables over here, and we're zip tying them using a little tape machine. Put them in here. They box them. They all the way over there, and they seal down the box and then get them ready for shipment. That's pretty much the process, and it's pretty crazy how fast we get going. So I just got out. It's 3:02 right now. So yeah, that was a good 2 hours that I was just there. Basically, so I walk in and they greet me, I sign in, basically explain to us what we were doing, and so I guess today we were doing pinto beans and oats, and there was a lot of people there. There was several church groups, a couple just volunteer groups, and a few family members, and just other kids from other high schools just doing their volunteer work. I was packaging pinto beans, and basically there was a station where they would just dump all the pinto beans in, and then those people would a certain amount they would put a certain amount into a bag, and then they bring the bag to different groups. And I was in the group where we had to seal the bag, so we twisted it and then we ran it through a little tape machine, and then it taped it together at the top so none of it comes out, and then we box them and get ready to ship them to wherever they need to go. Basically, one of those little bags is meant to serve one family of 4, and I thought that was pretty crazy that every time I was sealing a bag, I was helping out a family of 4. I think the overall impact of volunteering at Northwest Harvest would have to be that you're just helping people in need who need food and need food to eat every day, and families and kids who need to provide for their family, who might not necessarily have enough money to do that every day. And I think supplying high quality food such as beans and oats, meals that can be very nutritious for a family of 4 or family of 5, whatever it may be. I think it's amazing how many people are out there volunteering and excited and
motivated to do that, and it motivates me to want to do a better job of helping out and reaching out to the community, because I know that sometimes my family hasn't been in the best place financially, and we have had to go down to food banks and get food at whether it's a discounted price or a free price. Um, so I'm very thankful for all those people in there that are in there every day, every once a week, twice a week, whatever it is. And I'm definitely going to try to make more of an effort to come at least once a month, whether it's just by myself or with some friends. Because I think if you have some friends in there, it can actually be like a fun 2 hours just to like kill time. I think you're doing something great for the community, and you're helping a lot of people without even realizing it. And I think the final number was somewhere into 2,000 pounds of food, and how many families I helped out was like it was incredible. I couldn't believe it, and just to know that I contributed to that effort was pretty eye opening.
April 17th, 2017, and today I'm going to be donating blood at Bloodworks in Federal Way. I've never donated blood before. Well, actually I did once, but it didn't work out, so I'm going to see how it happens, and hopefully I don't pass out or throw up or anything. So
So after donating blood, I learned a lot. So basically, what the person who was taking my blood, what she told me was at the end, she said, "Congratulations, you saved 3 lives." And it was pretty easy. It didn't really hurt. It took about 10 to 15 minutes to draw my blood, and it was a lot. I think it was a pint, maybe. I'm not too sure. They told me how many lives I saved and what it could be used for. It's used for burn victims, small kids with leukemia, or different people with cancer, or people who need liver transplants. So I would say the overall civic impact of donating blood is that it really saves lives. It saves 3 lives with donating blood once, and that you can donate blood once every 8 weeks. So there is people there that appear that they go often. They know the people that work there, and they're very friendly. They know each other by name. So I think it is important to try and donate blood when you can, especially me being younger. I have healthier blood and I have long life. And if donating blood is something I can incorporate into my lifestyle with donating once every 8 weeks and saving 3 lives every 2 months isn't too bad. That's something I definitely was left with, and something that I'm going to try to apply more as I continue my life after high school. And overall, donating blood saves lives. Without blood donors, there would be thousands of people dead in our local area and nationwide. And it's incredible how many lives you can save just by donating blood for an hour.